go night racing at Bristol. Due to inclement weather, the start time of this race is now 6:30 Eastern time, so moved up 1 hour, another race that is affected by rain. In the meantime though, here are your track facts for 500 laps of racing. If we remember, Chris Buescher won this race last year, an incredible win for RFK, but Kyle Busch is one of the most dominant drivers at this track with 8 wins, of course, most of those coming in Toyota equipment. Even with his dominance, surprisingly, he doesn't make the top 5 in stats for best averages since 2020 or best averages overall. You'll see Hendrick Motorsports drivers in that mix, and a driver that surprises me here is Eric Jones. He had a fantastic run at Kansas. We'll see if he can follow it up here today. As for your playoff drivers and where they line up, this is the 3rd straight pole for Christopher Bell, and teammate Denny Hamlin will start right beside him on the front row. Shout out to Michael McDowell with a 4th place qualifying position. The team needs a win to advance, and shout out to a non-playoff driver Corey LaJoie in his 7 team for getting a 10th place qualifying position. Great run for them so far. What I find interesting about these starting positions is their playoff contenders are spread way throughout the field, which should make a very interesting race, especially with points being so close, with this being a cutoff race. Something I was disappointed in, Kyle Larson, he was fastest in practice, but when it came to qualifying, his car did not handle well at all, and he posted the worst time in the field. As for my random race winning pick, it is Kyle Larson going into this race weekend. I've said it before, I've said it again, and I feel like I pick Kyle Larson every single weekend. They are resilient. They will find a way to fight back. My concern is, though, Bristol is so dependent on track position, so I'm nervous for this 5 team, but I do have a good gut feeling about Brad Keselowski. Now, do I think that Brad Keselowski has the fastest car on the track? Absolutely not this weekend. However, my gut is telling me that some chaos is going to ensue this race, whether it be tires, rain, but it will play in the favor of Brad in that 6th team if he can maintain his track position during the race, especially with weather on the way. I feel like RFK, both teams, whether it be the 17 or the 6, are really good at playing strategy when it comes to rain races. So I have a gut feeling that this will work out for Brad, but what do you think? Who's going to win the Bristol race? Let me know in the comments.